And we are recording. And away we go. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. How long do we have, Adam Mensch?
10 seconds, buddy.
Copy that. Kia ora, my friends. How do you do? I, Benny Ward, am here in the garden for another cold open. But not just any cold open, this one's different. It's not just different because it is actually cold. It's a cold open here on Monday Morning Live. So cold in fact that I've even got the Benny's hoodie. Part of the Autumn 25 range, available now in the gift shop, why not buy two? This show's going to be a little bit different because in Celebrity Birthdays we'll pay tribute to one of my greatest creative influences, Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt. Stick around if you want to watch a grown man trying not to cry. We will spread love and give flowers with Monday morning shout-outs to anyone who joins us live. Speaking of live, we'll do live gardening, give you an update on the grow-off, progressing very nicely. And today we'll be planting on one of our seeds. We'll take a look back at the week that was, we'll take a look at the week ahead. We'll have Joke of the Week. We will play What's in the Bag. All those things and many more are coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live. Let's kick off with the most exciting new segment in the history of Monday morning gardening shows, What's in the Bag? This is where I sample something that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market, and today, thanks to my friend Annette at Snail House Bakery, I'm going to be enjoying a cinnamon snail. Shout out to Mum, thanks for watching. A cinnamon snail. Now it's kind of like a cinnamon scroll, but they've put a different slant on it because of, obviously it's Snail House Bakery, so they call it a cinnamon snail. Just funny the names that people choose for some things. There's a gym that's just about to open in town. It's called City Fitness, despite the fact that Blenheim is actually only a town. There's another gym called Snap Fitness. Now, maybe just me, but I would have thought that the idea of snapping something, you know, a tendon, a ligament, your neck, that wouldn't be something that you'd necessarily want to conjure up when you're thinking of going to the gym. What else? There's another one I was thinking of. Oh, there's this new. Shout out, Brett. Morning, mate. Thanks for tuning in. There's this little cafe in town, right? And it's called The Little Cafe. And I just think, man, you think of that name. Imagine if you were telling a friend that you had this really nice breakfast at The Little Cafe on Queen Street. And they'd go, oh, cool, what's it called? And you'd go, The Little Cafe. And they'd go, oh, I know, what's it called? And you'd go, The Little Cafe. Anyway, funny names for things. This is a cinnamon snail. I'm going to enjoy some now. Lovely icing. It's a nice cinnamon snail. Thanks to Annette at Snail House Bakery. I got that from the Marlborough Farmers Market yesterday. It wasn't a huge market. The weather was a little bit inclement, a bit like it is today. Here's a good word, inclement. Inclement weather. You can use that to store it in your back pocket. Thanks to old Uncle Penny. Right, we played What's in the Bag with our cinnamon snail. Should we do live gardening? I think we should. Now, today we're planting on one of the seeds that we're growing as part of the grow-off. Now this is to determine our new World Gardening Federation champion. The three contestants each had three different types of seeds. They all used the same seeds, three different ones. There was one flower, one New Zealand native and one herb. So we use thyme, we use alyssum and we use corphi. And you can see that they're all growing really nicely in three different ways. Jiffy pallets, jiffy pots, and there's these open seed trays. Now, you know that it's time to plant something on when you start to get the first lot of true leaves emerge. So, I don't want to get too scientific here, but basically the seed has enough awesomeness inside it to produce the first lot of roots and the first lot of leaves. These first lot of leaves are often called the seed leaves or the cotyledon leaves. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a close-up. I'm going to use the Benny's 6100 series seedling extractor, available in the gift shop, why not buy two. I'm going to just prick one of these seedlings out. I'm just going to prick one out without damaging it too much. And, oh, there we go. Now, we're getting close. You can see that the first two leaves that have emerged, those are our seed leaves. But now we've got the actual first proper leaves coming through. So it's time to plant this bad boy on. I'm going to do that. And we're going to do that. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop that back in there for now. I'm going to plant on. Now, these ones that are growing in the Jiffy pallets, they're actually the most advanced. And you can see roots starting to come out the bottom, and the first of the true leaves coming through at the top. And this is the beauty of these Jiffy pallets, because it's dead easy to plant on. We're going to plant them on into one of these 10 centimetre pots. Then eventually we'll put it into a larger pot, and each of the growers, as part of the grow-off, will have their own little display of each of their three types of seeds. Now, all I've done, a 10 centimetre pot, I've just filled it with a high-grade Dalton's potting mix. Now, as we know, Dalton's do not sponsor Monday Morning Live, yet. And what I've done is I've just popped in there a Jiffy pallet that doesn't have any seeds in it, and then I've backfilled it with potting mix. Now, pull that one out, it leaves a little hole, and what we can do is just plop that alyssum straight in there. Now, what do we do when we plant something new? We give it some water, because, say it with me, you can never underestimate the value of water. Give a little spritz there using the Benny's 6100 series spritzer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little label. Here's how I do my labels. So, what I do, obviously, the name of the seed. Now, what I do is I put S and then a date. So that's the seed, that's the date when I sowed the seed. So this is S28-4. Now I'm going to put P in today's date, 19.5. So it's got S28-4, P 19.5, so we know when it was sown and when it was planted on. Shout out to Lee, thanks for joining us. Great catch up over the weekend. Now I'm going to pop that little label in there, just so we know what's going on. And that is the first of our alyssum plants planted on. Very cool. Right, I look back at the week that was. Things are going really good. The kids are going really well at school, which is surprising because I myself was never the best student. I was never that good at geography. I used to get lost on the way to the classroom. I was never that good at woodwork. I guess I just couldn't cut it. I was never that good at maths. In fact, the number of math tests that I've failed, well, I can't even count. What I was good at, though, is history. Although, wait, was I? Anyway, the kids are going really good at school. The farmers market was a little bit quieter yesterday with the rain. Still had fun, though. The busker Matt McNeely, shout out to my man Matt. Great set, just acoustic with a really good set list. He played some newer things, some older things. He shared with me a conspiracy theory he has about Coldplay. He doesn't think they exist, right? Because he's never met anyone who admits to actually being a Coldplay fan. Great time at the farmers market. Great time at the farm. We're water blasting gullies, getting ready for planting our winter crops. And it's not going to be too long until the new strawberry plants arrive. The kids know the strawberries are done for the year. I'm trying to teach them about, the seasonality of produce to make them kind of appreciate it more when they have it. Speaking of appreciating things, I just want to let you all know just how much I appreciate each and every one of you, including Sally. Thank you for watching all the way from Northern Ireland. A global audience for Monday Morning Live. It's just over a year and a half ago that one of my heroes, Bray Wyatt, passed away. And I remember it was a Friday. I remember I came home from work and I had 15 to 20 minutes to kill, so I just went on my phone just to see what's going on in the world, and I learned that he'd passed away. And it just devastated me, All of a sudden, he's gone. You just never know when that sort of thing can happen. I'm seriously bringing down the mood here. Should we pick it up a bit? Bray was an amazing creative influence on me, and there's a lot of things that I've done with my filmmaking journey that were inspired by Bray Wyatt, so I just want to say a big thank you to Bray. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see Bray Wyatt here. He's been with me every single episode since he passed away. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should be. My YouTube channel, Benny. Thank you for everybody who joins me on Benny. I've now had 70,000 views of my some 400 different videos. You can find it by searching Benny Ward. You can probably still find it by searching Grow with Bennies. That's what the channel used to be called. Right, should we look forward at the week ahead? Another great week. The kids are practicing for their cross country. Hopefully the weather is going to pick up. You know, we don't mind a bit of rain every now and then. I managed to get the lawns mowed in the weekend, so they're growing back as they do. What haven't we done? What haven't we done? We've done what's in the bag. We've done live gardening. We've taken a look back. We've taken a look ahead. We did our joke of the week. I sort of snuck it in there when I was talking about the school. I just want to thank everyone for joining me at the Marlborough Farmers Market every Sunday morning at the AMP Showgrounds. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel, Benny. Benny Ward, will see you next time in the garden. Even awfully short. Something else we can do? We talked about the seeds. Oh, just quickly, guys, I'll show you. So the alyssum has germinated almost 100% with the open tray. It's germinated 100% in the Jiffy pellets, and it's germinated 100% in the Jiffy pots. The Corfi, which I'm particularly proud of, because in order to get the seed to germinate, we had to scarify, so we had to actually scrape away using sandpaper some of the outer shell of the leaf. This enables water to get in and enables the magic to start happening, those first roots and those first leaves to start emerging. The thyme is going really well. Ironically, thyme germinates really quickly and then grows really slowly. Something about appreciating thyme. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere, but I can't think of one right now. What else? We're only less than 2 months away from the Oasis reunion tour. I've got my passport sorted, so Liam, if you're watching, I'll appreciate those VIP tickets coming through anytime soon. Okay. What else? Oh, now I'm starting up a new YouTube show, and it's going to be updates with things that are going on in the garden. So if there's anything you want me to grow, anything you want me to focus on, let me know in the comments or drop me a DM, is that what the kids say? I just want to say sincerely, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Now, I know that there's probably other things you can be doing on a Monday morning. Some of you have probably got work. I remember working on Mondays. And I appreciate everyone that joins me on YouTube, because I know that there's probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 other YouTube channels out there that you could be watching. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know. I don't have that data. But it means a lot to me that you choose to spend your time with me. Thank you for joining me in the garden. I'll see you next time. Because diamonds are forever, and so is Monday Morning Live. He's got the whole world in his hand.